So all our concentrate feed is kept in these towers for the sheep, and as you can see, it makes loading the snacker so simple and easy. These towers are fantastic. It saves so much space and keep the cake nice and dry. I am caking some of our fields for the first time this morning, so some of the slightly older ones, I feel they're old enough now to handle a bit of cake. And just heading into the first field now with the snacker. It takes them one day, shall we say, before they realise what's going on. So they're all sort of looking. When you drive at this speed and they see the big red box on behind, they have a fairly good idea what's going on. Handle starting to gather now. See the other field already starting to think, wait a minute, why are they getting and we're not? They will be getting them, obviously, I'm just not there yet. So there we go. Once they really got onto it, you see the lambs all running about and playing together, so it's really nice. So we tend to always give our ewes concentrate after they've lambed. Totally depends on the weather, really. Depends on the condition of the ewes, how grass is growing as well. So it will determine how long we feed it after lambing. But I also like to feed them the concentrate and make sure that they're all coming in about, because obviously it's a stagger's risk at the moment, and especially the way the weather's been, it's been so wet, cold and miserable. You know, it's nice to see all the ewes coming in about there, and you can see them all getting a bite of cake, so you know that they're all getting something. Whereas putting out a bucket or a block, you don't have that guarantee that everybody's going to go to it, and quite often it's the ones that need it don't go. So just driving around the field now, making sure that everyone's up and on the go, nobody's lying about, nobody's unwell or cripple or anything. So you can see this park above me here, they know what's going on. The park behind me are like, we know what's going on. Come tomorrow, they'll be standing waiting at the gate for me. Not a bad day though. It's a very cold wind, but it's dry. I'll take it. That being said though, if your system suits blocks or buckets better, then obviously that's absolutely fine. Everybody's totally different and you have to do what works for you. Just because somebody does something doesn't mean that that's the way everyone should do it. This is just what we do. I quite like it, and it's nice to drive around them every morning as well and just make sure that everyone is okay. But like I say, you have to do what works for you, and one glove doesn't fit all, as they say. I think that's what the saying is, I don't know, I maybe just made that up. Anyway, so on to the next field, and they already know. So I'll just wait for a few more of them to come in about. They're just coming from over there. Come on, come on, come on! Come on, come on! The ewes tend to learn as well, they know fine. They're like, hey, this time of year we normally get fed sweets, where are they? So they're just coming in about now. So I'm just going to open up the snacker again. Just make sure that there's no lambs dart in front of the quad bike, because when they are that wee bit younger they do like to play with tyres, shall we say. So you do have to be careful if you're ever in amongst really, really young stuff. Just them in about. Well, there's not many out in this field yet. There's just a few. I need to put more out here, but they were saying it was going to rain today. Well, all of this week. But I mean, it doesn't look like it at the moment. But it is a flipping cold wind. I'm going to need to get my gloves. Because, it's nippy on the fingers. Lambs are starting to play about. It's a good sign. It's really funny, like, so far this year, there hasn't been any lambs running about, up and down the fence line, or normally you see them all playing about, having good fun, but because the weather's been so shocking, cold and wet and miserable, they've just not been in the mood for it. And I don't blame them, to be honest. It's nice to see them offering to do it now a wee bit. It's good. It's a good sight. It means you've been doing something right. The lammies are happy. Ewes are all enjoying their wee sweeties. Lammies will have a play about. Long may this continue. So I'll just drive around the field, make sure everyone's on the go again, nobody's crippled or ill or got something hanging over them. So do this every day, sometimes twice a day. So I can see this lamb. Oh, he's just gotten up. I can see him sitting away by himself, and I was a bit worried, but I think he's okay. Got him left behind, I think, in the caking chaos. So that's all good. Everyone seems happy enough. That's one thing that annoys me about caking them, though, is the bloody seagulls and the crows. Yeah, the grass is starting to come now, but still it's got a hell of a lot of growing and a bit of heat to come before anything spectacular happens, that's for sure. Again, these ones haven't been caked yet, but they've seen their neighbours getting caked, so they'll soon know what's going on. Come on, girls, come on! These girls have got one of the best views, especially on a day like this. So these ones would be slightly younger again. They're all very similar within a few days of each other, but see a ewe sitting over there actually. She's maybe just not wanting cake, but I better go and have a wee investigation. Let's see what the story is with this yow. They all seem to be happy enough for just now. yourself or doesn't come in about you, you automatically think something bad's happened. Seems alright. Just obviously doesn't like cake. I'll just try and encourage her down slightly just to see if she'll maybe take a wee picking at it. She's in good form anyway. The final 23, and they are dragging their heels. I've had one in the past 24 hours. From going from being steady to dropping off a cliff, and one. Never mind. They'll come when they come. So I started taking some gates down as well, because a lot of these are Davy's, so he's needing them for his lambing up in the hills. So he'll be taking a few of these gates away with him. As you can see, I still have ewes and lambs inside. I've turned soft. Didn't put anything out today because I thought it was actually going to be worse than it has been. But we have had hail showers, so... But because we've got all the extra space now, I'm being good to them. They're getting an extra day inside. So I'll probably get a lot of this shipped out tomorrow. It is cold this week, but mixed. I mean, it's good big strong stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but yeah, I've turned soft. So I need to do some snacker repairs before I get going this morning. So as you can see, that's out of line. Basically, these bolts have snapped at the front there. And obviously now the whole thing's just sort of moved over. So I need to get that back in place and then get bolts in here to hold them back where they should be. What shall we guess? 13. It's a favourite size. Smashed it. Of course it's a 13. Everything's a 13. Right. This one. Let's tighten them up. So we'll see how long this lasts, because this thing gets a hell of an abuse just because everywhere is so bumpy. But hopefully that'll keep her right again. Solid. Perfect. Let's go feed the ewes. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to give it a wee like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you in the next one.